basketball was never just a game to me. It was a way of life. It was an obsession, a never-ending battle to be the best. I remember having to take a boat to school growing up, living on this little Alaskan island with no roads or stores. Being told I was too small and not good enough to play ball, that it wasn't a realistic dream to make it out and succeed. But they didn't know how hard I was willing to work. They say nobody can do your push-ups for you. It's funny how the harder you work, the luckier you get. A best-selling book, interviews, my own basketball training DVD, TV shows, movies, commercials, traveling the world performing with celebrities and pro athletes, all from the simple act of dribbling a basketball. Well, maybe not that simple. As basketball started putting me in front of more and more people, teens started to approach me more regularly. I was getting to meet tons of young people from all over the world. The more I traveled and performed, the more kids began to open up to me with their stories. I was blown away with how willingly they would share some of the most personal and intimate details of their lives with me, a complete stranger. Over time, one thing started to really stand out to me. So many kids today don't have any role models that they can look up to. The youth today are starving for mentors. They're in desperate need of people who will give them some of their time or simply just take an interest in them. The more I traveled, I began to realize that basketball gave me the unique ability to connect with these young people. Not to mention, I wasn't that much older than many of them myself. I had a platform that kids found relatable and thought was cool. I was an underdog, just like them. I was overlooked and underestimated my entire life, just like them. I had big goals and dreams that I was chasing, just like them. I began to hear so many tear-jerking stories from young people that it began to weigh heavy on my heart. Then it hit me. In that instant, I made a life-changing decision. I knew I would never be the same again. I'd found my mission, my calling in life. I was going to use my platform to make a difference in the lives of young people. It was time for me to take action, and that's how my journey as a speaker began. I sought out the best coaches, wrote my first book, and then bought my ticket to Alaska so I could announce I was doing a statewide speaking tour. I went and knocked on principals' doors, gave them a copy of my book, and told them I wanted to speak to their students. I knew if I could just get them to believe in me, I could do something that would really have an impact and truly make a difference. As frightening as this was, I took action and I embraced my fears. I even went on the news, proclaiming my speaking tour to the world, which was pretty scary considering that I didn't even have one school lined up yet, let alone a tour. If there's one thing that basketball has taught me, it's this. If you believe in yourself and you want something bad enough, you can make it happen. The biggest obstacle you'll ever have to overcome is yourself. Today, I've gotten to connect with young people all over the world. It's crazy how basketball, the very thing I was told I wasn't supposed to be able to do, has helped me connect with so many people and places I'll never forget. If people only take away one thing from me, I hope they'll take away this. When it's all said and done, attitude is everything.